Oh, we are back with another video today. Welcome back, you guys. Today we are out here. We did a little bit of something else this morning, a little bit of walleye fishing, a little bit slower than I would have liked it to have been. Caught some decent fish, but just wasn't quite what I wanted to see. So we're back in northern Wisconsin today. Found some good first ice on a crappie lake. So figured we'd go out here, check some ice, which we did. And Mitchell's supposed to be coming out here. I don't know where he is. He said we were left at the same time, and it's been like an hour and he's still not here. So he's dragging his feet somewhere, but he will eventually be out here. But I did all the checking ice, and he's probably calling me right now and telling me something. Yeah.
Do you have a pin for where it hooks to the bumper, or is that on your sled?
Oh, you don't have a receiver hitch?
No, I don't. That's fine. Okay, I'll just use a rope.
Okay, sounds good. Just go slow.
You want me to bring it so you can haul it back with your hitch?
Yeah, sure.
Bring the hitch? Okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, he has finally made it here, and halfway through the intro, I guess. But today we're doing crappies. So we're in one of these big basins. We got to drill it out, find some fish, and then catch them. And I am beyond excited to do a couple of things. One, see a fat stack of crappies on the graph. Number two, use my new favorite panfish rod of all time. I haven't even caught a fish on it yet, but I can just tell you from holding it, it's gonna be one of my absolute favorite, probably the greatest panfish rod ever made through the ice. And that's the Elliott Evolution Series 42-inch noodle. So that's the plan today. I'm excited. There's nobody around. We're gonna punch a bunch of holes, hopefully catch a bunch of crappies. Stay tuned. Let's get it going on. All right, hole number one here. We're going down, marking some fish, and I'm excited to load this 42-inch noodle up for the first time this year. It's my first time using it. You can just sometimes tell certain blanks how nice they're gonna be to fish with, and this is one of those. Oh my gosh, I got my line wrapped on the ice. Way out of position here. Walk it back down to him. It was a chaotic first drop. Oh, flying though. Right there. Oh, first fish. And look at that rod load. I am so excited to use this rod this winter and catch a whole bunch of crappies through the ice. There we go. There's number one. Small. First drop though. Can't complain about that. Fire him right back down right away. Fishing just that little Kalen's or Acme hammer tungsten jig. Just a little panfish plastics chigger fry in the end. We're gonna get right back down there. I might go to a little bit heavier jig just in this wind to get it down there a little quicker. Back to the top of the stack, bounce it. Oh my goodness, dude, it's gonna be one of those days out here. Look at that, dude. Look at that. Oh yeah, there's a nicer crappie right there. There's a little bit nicer fish. We'll get them popped off here. And when these big schools are onto you, speed is of the essence. It's about a 9.5 incher right there. Not gonna waste too much time here. All right, new stack of fish here. Dropping down to them. And this is not gonna take long. Flying up from a long ways. Right there. Another fish on. Doesn't feel super big, but probably not too shabby. There we go. Still getting the feel for the Elliott 42-inch noodle. Rod loads up unbelievably. Tip loads up real nice, even on a small 3mm tungsten like I'm using today. Now it's just a speed game. We got to get right back down to him real quick. We're gonna make this rod just fold over on a nice crappie here, hopefully. My graph is almost blacked out. I got so many fish at a certain depth here, flying. There we go. That feeling a little bit nicer right there. Oh, I love it, dude. Nobody does not like fishing these basic crappies. Oh yeah, real nice crappie. Real nice crappie there. Look at that. That's definitely what we're after. It is a game of speed. Catching those things, reeling them up, firing that bait right back down into that school. Almost too fast to film it, but we're just gonna keep dropping as quick as we can here. And I was correct. All sport show season long, I kept trying to hard sell this rod to people, because when you pick this rod up, this is Elliott Evolution 42-inch noodle, like 42-inch noodle like we talked about. You could just tell that this was gonna be the panfish rod, crappie rod through the ice. Here we go. Look at that, dude. Fish after fish after fish after fish. This one's getting a little bit, ooh, a bit nicer as we're reeling up. There we go. Be another nice keeper right there if you're looking to keep some. Man, these big aggressive schools of crappies, ice fishing doesn't really get more fun. And it's been a good mix up from the walleye grind we've been doing every day. Now my school of fish is kind of leaving me. We're gonna see if we can get one more. Yeah, they're really leaving me, and they're flying around real fast. So it's a lot of this just boom, boom, bang, bang. You know, 2-3 fish out of a hole real quick. And then I kind of doubt on this drop I'll even catch one. Oh, they're kind of coming back in though. Okay, they didn't go far. They're kind of coming back in. Pound that thing in place. I'm gonna start raising it away. Ooh, here we go. Oh, missed them. Right back down. I almost can't even see what's going on down there. I got so many fish around. There we go. That one ate it real good. Oh man, are some of these fish fired up, you know, out here on some of this first ice. Haven't seen a bait in a while. Here's another just really nice, super nice crappie right there. My gosh, is that a stack of fish or is that a stack of fish down there? Unhooked real quick. Back he goes. Nice, probably 10.5 incher there. All right, well, we're moving around, hole hopping around. Just found the mother lode here. And I'm sweating from running hole to hole, drilling holes, checking them with the Markham. But pretty much when we find a spot that looks like this, it is not gonna take too long here. Flying. Oh man, he missed it. He literally was so excited, he went way up past it. Here it comes flying again. Oh, you see him lean on that rod when he finally bit? Feels like a pretty nice fish. It's actually, is this a gill? No, it's a big crappie. He was doing the old bluegill circle though. Look at that, dude. Fish after fish after fish. Doing the old hole hopping, looking for the big stack of fish game. And it is one of the funnest things to do through the ice. We're just gonna keep firing them down here. I really should have switched to a heavier bait, but I'm just kind of too excited. Too excited to do it. Get down close to them, feed it to them. Flying. Look at that, Mitchell. Fish after fish. Mitchell finally made her out here. Just as the video's just about over. Look at that right there. Another really nice fish. That's what I'm talking about. Man, are we having some fun now. And they are stacked up so high in the water column. I guess not super high. We're in 26 and the fish are about 15 down. But man, is there a lot of them there. And as long as I can get them sitting still for kind of 2 or 3 fish per hole each time I see them, we're catching a ton of fish doing that. So right back down to the stack. This looks like not a very big fish, but we'll see. Oh, maybe not too bad. And man, I am just catching an absolute pile of fish this afternoon. Oh my gosh, right there at the hole. We're gonna save them. Look at that one, Mitchell. Big Goldie. Big old Goldie. Look at that. I had to go in for that way, but we got him. That is what it's about. Too much fun right there. Back down the hole, back down the hole. Oh, Mitchell's got one too. Mitchell timed it about perfect. I did all the work, and Mitchell just showed up and reeled one in. What? Were you stalling so I'd get all the holes drilled and find them?
Hey, who checked the ice here?
You did walk out and check the ice, but you forgot all your fishing stuff when you came out.
Yeah, look it. They had to make an appearance. Don't listen to them, ladies and gentlemen. I went and checked the ice here and told them it was good and told them I marked some crappies.
On Daddy's.
Give me some credit.
Oh, here we go. Oh man, endless fish right here. Look at this, the 42-inch noodle folded up. There we go. Man, too much fun. Look at that. Small little hammered gold tungsten jig. I'll link it down below. That hammered gold one's one of my absolute favorite baits for basic crappie fishing. We're just rifling away right now on them. And this is the longer I've seen one of these pods of fish kind of sit still. And I'm actually surprised they haven't vanished yet here. We might be able to pull one more out. Oh man, this one just appeared right at the top of the stack. Look at that, dude. You can't, there's not even time to do anything. Just drop down, twitch that thing a couple times, and boom, another fish on. And we are just catching endless crappies right now. There we go, another nice one right there. Speed is your friend doing this. All right, back down we go. Is it possible to get, like, I don't know how many we've caught out of this one stack of fish now. My rod tip's all getting all icy. Should be able to get another one out of here without it moving too much. I really should have put on a heavier jig for this wind. But whatever, we're making it work, getting it done. And here we go. Right back down in the stack. Pull it away from a little bit and the race is on. Look at that, dude. You can't, it's almost ridiculous how quickly I'm catching these fish right now. Endless. And you know, this basin, there's another nice one right there. There's a basin fishing is all about gridding out a big area with the Strike Master, rolling through them real quick, and you know, not dropping obviously unless you see fish, and just being very willing to drill a lot of holes and cover a lot of ground. They're definitely the keys for kind of successful basin crappie fishing. And man, I'm amazed these fish are sitting this still. Absolutely amazed they're sitting this still. I'm getting right kind of back down in the zone. I always say this in every crappie video I do. One of the biggest tips is walk that bait on down to them when you start getting close like that, instead of just kind of let it free fall. Most time one will start coming up, pull it away from them a little bit, and boom, another fish on right there. I mean, I am just catching them unbelievably fast right now. This one's going to be a little smaller one, but should showcase that point pretty well. Popped off real quick, back he goes. And it's all about those small little movements and doing a lot of those things that make that bait look really natural when you're picking out a lot of these winter panfish. And if you ever kind of drop an underwater camera down, you'll see a lot of those bugs, the way they kind of float down like that. It's kind of like that. So the more you can kind of do this action with your rod, get it down to them, pull it away a little bit, kind of get them excited. Oh, missed that one. He just leaned on it. I absolutely love the tip in this rod. You can almost just watch it kind of bow up when one pops it. Here we go, he's back up high though. There is a race going on now. I can tell I just had a smaller one. We're not really interested in whatever that was. We're gonna get him off of there. There's definitely some small runt panfish in this school, and I might have actually caught one here. Now this is not super tiny. Not a bad one, not super big. I'll pop him off quick. That ice is making some funky noise out here in the wind today. Go back down there, buddy. There he goes. All right, right down to the big stack here. Pull away, hammer it up high. Another fish on, look at that. It's just unbelievable. I got to get the ice off my rod after this fish because it is pretty frozen. Feels like a nice, oh man, you can see him coming up through the ice. Oh yeah, that is a nice crappie right there. Fish after fish after fish out here, basin crappie fishing today. I don't know how many fish we've caught since the GoPro's been rolling the last 9 minutes here, but we have certainly caught an absolute pile of them. Do we get one more for good measure? We can get one more for good measure, I guess. I'm gonna pop that ice off the tip of my rod though. And right back down we go here. All right, we'll just kind of start hopping that thing down, stripping out a little line real slow to him, getting right next to him, bounce it away from him. Here we go. Oh, you missed it. Some of these fish are literally so excited they're running past it. Oh, now they're coming up way high. There we go. There's another nice fish right there. Oh my goodness, dude. Basin crappie fishing is just one of those things that never, ever, ever gets old. And there we go. There's a nice fish right there. Pounding them out here in the basin today. That is what I'm talking about. Little hammered gold tungsten jig. Doesn't get much better than that. Now, one of my favorite parts about fishing this longer rod like this is, you know, even if you're standing on a windy day like this, you can sit this thing, you know, just barely off the ice. And when they come up and grab it, you know, you feel absolutely everything like that. There's no needing to kneel down super close. There's just a little guy right there to kind of show you what I'm talking about. But, you know, if you're jigging a real short rod, you know, like a lot of panfish rods are 24, 26, 28. You end up kneeling down just right next to the hole all the time, and it's hard to kind of stand up and fish like that, where having a rod this long and even fishing a super light 3 mil style jig, I can fish this thing just so close to the ice and still kind of, I don't have to deal with that wind blowing the line around and still get all that sensitivity I want. I'll kind of show you again here, dropping down, getting close to the top of the stack. Reel up, get that line real close, bounce it in place. Look at that. Fish after fish after fish after fish. Feels like a pretty nice one here. And look at that 42-inch noodle load up. I mean, that is just as good as it gets on some first ice up here in northern Wisconsin. Beautiful, beautiful crappies. One after another. My fish are slowly leaving me here. I don't really know if that mark's big enough to warrant catching. It's flying pretty good though. There we go, another fish on right there. Well, it has been a pretty wild first little bit to fish in this spot through the ice. Absolutely endless fish right now. Chasing them around, hole hopping. There's nowhere near the biggest one of the day, but just another, you know, nice keeper if you're gonna keep a whole bunch of them, which we're just letting them go today. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. Quick little crappie outing today. Hopefully you guys kind of enjoyed it. In fact, the whole video probably took about 20 minutes to make, and I enjoyed making it. So some of the funnest ice fishing you could do is, you know, getting on a big stack of fish like this that are all fired up and just catching them one after another. And all the fish today came on the 42 Elliott Evolution Series noodle rod. Absolutely love this thing. It loads up unbelievably well, and just kind of has that perfect tip in my opinion. So I'll link all the stuff down below. Piscifun Carbon X 1000 on the bottom, and that little gold hammered tungsten jig. But hopefully you guys enjoyed watching this one. We're not going to do a whole ton of crappie videos here in the near future, so figured it'd be a good idea to shoot one today. And yeah, I'm getting out of here. I'm probably going back walleye fishing the rest of the day. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Stay tuned for more content. We'll be back in Minnesota soon doing a bunch more walleye fishing, and we'll see you guys next time.